I'm sure that was inspiring for all of us. Mr. Kakodkar has always been very closely associated to us in all the endeavors and all the initiatives that we have taken so far here at GIM. I would invite Mr. Anand to say a few words.
Faculty and my dear friends, it's actually a huge honor introducing our chief guest today, Mr. P G Kakodkar. Most people know him as the pioneers of modern banking in India, but we at GIM have been associated with him more closely. We've seen a presentation, a wonderful presentation by Anjan just a while back, mentioning how we started off with Ravindra Talks. And let me mention there that when we started off, we had not imagined that we will get 15 of the most eminent personalities in the country. We started off thinking small. Unfortunately, the initial intention was that besides the academics that we were exposed to, we would get exposure from other backgrounds of the sector. And we approached the faculty initially, the director, then Mr. Dr. Kalro. And the faculty and the director both refused to spoon feed us. They told us that you as students should go and get these speakers on your own. For a while we were lost. We didn't know what to do. And then we realized that we didn't have funds. Dr. Kalro had said that one speaker per year, no more funds available. So we made up a list of speakers we would get from Goa, eminent personalities who had retired, who used to come to Goa, so that we cut down on the expenses. If we have to invite speakers from abroad or from outside Goa, we have to incur expenses. We as students have limited funds. And the first name which came to mind was Mr. Kakodkar. We were skeptical initially. We didn't know whether if we approach him, he would agree, not agree. And surprisingly, he accepted our invitation immediately. And in fact, he was so enthused about it that his zeal rubbed off on us. And we went on to get 15 speakers. He was one of the foremost speakers on the Ravindra Talks. His enthusiasm just kept growing. We had the Ravindra Talks completing 1 year. And in the process, we had the patent symposium, wherein we had 12 of the biggest names in the pharmaceutical industry. The patent symposium was targeted for the pharmaceutical industry, after which we had a series of events, the confirmation of one of it. And Mr. Kakodkar has helped us through it. He has helped us in Ravindra Talks, getting speakers in the patent symposium, getting speakers, getting sponsors, and much more than that. He has helped the institute. He is on the board of governors now, and we hope that he continues the support. To conclude, I will just mention he has just received the C.D. Deshmukh Award given by the Maharashtra Council of Commerce, awarded by Mr. Pranab Mukherjee. And we would like to congratulate. He is writing a book on his experiences in the banking sector, and I would like him to just speak a few words, some excerpts from the book, insight or his experiences in the banking sector.
Then nobody will buy it. And minds and also the faculty. After a very inspiring talk by Mr. Godrej, I'm inspired. I told him, please make me volunteer. Worldwide fund of nature. I mixing up with WWF animals. Because I am also a lover of nature, and I didn't know many of the facts you have told.
though we have been reading here and there. And I would like to be deeply in that. Please help me. But today, I am before these youngsters who are shortly going to take responsibility, not what dilemma is given you to arrange the talks. That responsibility is nothing compared to the greater responsibility you are getting. You have to be a successful human being before you become a successful executive. Remember that. And whatever you are pursuing, you must have strong inclination for that. I will give my example. In my days, when I passed matriculation, everybody was telling me to go for science. My two brothers were for engineering, and that was the fashion. Just like the fashion today is management, IIT, that time only science, engineering. I said, no, why should I go for science? I don't like to cut that frog leg and blood and all. I will go for PE. And only one supporter I had, my father. He had a great inclination towards LLBs because he thought of people who from Goa who went to Bombay and became Chief Justice, like Kashnath Trimbak. He always told me, you must be a lawyer. I said, I can't be a lawyer because I can't speak untrue. I speak only truth. Who will take me in the lawyer? I'll go for arts and that is what you. So, you join what you want, not because your parents want, your this thing want. That is one thing. And later on, you will come to know what you are good at. When I joined the State Bank of India in 1957, July, I joined only because I wanted something to fill my stomach. Of course, those days the salary was so low. I was sent to Ujjain and my first salary was 333. But that was great, huh? Even with 333, 100 rupees I could save per month. But you don't know what exactly, because in a bank there are so many things. Credit function, deposit functions. You don't know anything about it. So what you have to do is what you are good at. And these good things you know by accident. Only one thing I followed. I read the book of Jawaharlal Nehru, Discovery of India. He says, success comes to those who dare yet. It seldom goes to timid who are afraid of consequences. At the end he says, do what you are afraid of. Just as Mr. Churchill says, you have to fear itself. So I said, you have to change that. When I got the first 2-3 years training and this, you are under somebody. When you become number one, I became a branch manager. I used to call myself as a chairman of this branch because I am the last person. I can take decisions, but that is the time you interact with people and people see you because you are decision maker. That is the time you have to stay always positive. There is nothing you lose if you smile. You smile. Smile means not a whole day. When a person comes, you must receive properly. You must, whatever his problems are there, when you are giving solution, stay positive. Do not give negative side of everything. You can tell him constraints are there, but show him positive values. And I can tell you that staying positive will never get unrewarded. You will see over a period of time. You will not know in a year or two, but over a period of time you will find that you will get rewarded. For example, for a long period like mine, 40 years with one institution. Nowadays, two people will never remain with 40 years. 40 years you will cover at least 10 institutions. These boys every 2, 3, 4 years jump. So in 10 years they want to become chairman. But I became the chairman after full 40 years. And after 25 transfers, in the all corners of India plus Paris. Paris is a good thing. But as you move further, you will find life, human beings. So if you are doing well, staying positive and advancing your career, there are some people who don't like it. You see, you must know the other side also. They will try to pull you. As they say in Indian, this our where you go up, this what crab mentality. It is not, but one should not be bothered about it. But I seen it throughout my life. That right from first 10 years, nobody take notice of me because I was not perceived as a threat to anybody's career. But when I was moving up and when I was getting accepted, I found some. But I was having good relations with them. I was pursuing my thing. That is what you should do. You should not bother about negative things. And I know some people who did a lot of things negative. So many things were done. You might be afraid. You might be scared if I tell you that during my senior life, after my 25 years of service, when I was moving from general manager to chief general manager, etc., people started sending complaints to Central Vigilance Commission, CV. And the tragedy is that in our bank, even an anonymous complaint was investigated. So I was always under CVC, DC. But it is good, like Sita coming out of fire. all these things happened. Just 2 years before, there is some friend of mine, your file is flagged in the banking division. I said, what happened? No, there is some inquiry going against you. I said, I don't know anything. Luckily, that inquiry was done, there was nothing was found. So 38 years they inquired, they found nothing. And I came here. But remember, as a chairman, you are the father of the entire organization. You should not bother about those people who try to pull your leg or somebody was committed something. Nothing. Because when I became chairman and some decisions have been taken, that I was told by my person in HRD, they are the troublesome, critical people. See, this fellow has done something. I said, no. Now he is my child. I have to support him. If he is intelligent, if he is good for the job, I cannot pull him down because I am the chairman. He is my child. So the relationship has to change completely. You cannot. He is not your competitor. Because as a chairman, you can do anything. You can send him to court. In our parlance in State Bank, any officer coming in trouble, creating trouble, we say you will transfer to court. When I was in Maharashtra, Goa, when anybody is in trouble, we say we will transfer it to Gadchiroli. Gadchiroli where Naxalites are there. And it's surrounded by rivers. During the rainy season, all rivers are full. You cannot come out of them. So, but as a chairman, you have to take that all people are yours. I will tell you one small story, real, not story, actually. What happened? Ashok Mehta? Now everybody wants scapegoats. So they found some 2 scapegoats in our bank. And there was inquiry, vigilance commission, and finally it went to Chief Commissioner Vigilance Commission at Bikaner House in Delhi. And I was so sure about the 2 gentlemen, at least one person. I said, I was that time Deputy Managing Director. I said, I will go as a defense witness. I went there. I was with him for 3 days. People told me, a lot of friends told me, watch them, don't go near the vigilance. You will not get any promotion and all that. I said, what is there? He is my friend of 30 years, and I know he has not done anything wrong. I will tell that, what is wrong with it? I went. And luckily for them, that whole thing came out. See, government takes a lot of time. By that time, I became chairman. And these two cases came to me. Now, I am telling you something which you might not know. Central Vigilance Commission, which is the most powerful, can only recommend. They cannot give punishment. They recommended to us. Then I asked our chief vigilance officer, who was a very nice and kind man, please go through this case, the no, completely, and both the cases. If there is anything to tell me. He said, he took them for 2 days, he said there is nothing. Then I took them home. When I was telling them no time, I had to read it from 10 o'clock after my wife sleeps. There was a separate room. I read it till 1 o'clock. And I also didn't find anything. But I had given purpose to it because I might be considered as a person interested in them. So then I told great Dr. Patel, the Reserve Bank Governor, was the director of State Bank Board, and other 2 directors. I said, both of us have come to the conclusion that we will not accept the recommendation of the Central Vigilance Commission. We will go by our own conscience. You please have a look and then tell me if you agree with my views. He said, after a few days he told me, we agree. And we are there to support you. So in the board meeting, the proposal we put that these 2 gentlemen, because they didn't want to suffer anything from it, had already submitted a resignation letter. Sorry, not resignation, retirement letter. Because they were very severe. One was deputy managing director and second was general manager. And they were just made scapegoats of ourselves. So the resolution came and people told me, now if you pass it and you acquit them and you allow them to retire with complete terminal benefits and all that, your disagreement with Central Vigilance Commission will be going to Parliament. Said Parliament, they can search me in Goa because I will retire by that time. Because the government procedure, it takes about 2-3 years. That time new Parliament will come. I said, that time they have to come to Penguin to catch me. And they were honorably retired. They get pension, gratuity, provident fund, and this has never happened in State Bank before or after. After I don't know, but before it has never happened. So this thing you have to keep in mind. Something, and remember that one of these 2 was at one time my rival, so-called rival, or one of the, he is not the main party, but he was one of those who were pulling my leg. And he could not believe. He came to my cabin, just hugged me. Because he found something different. No. I always believe that if you do bad, something will, that is theory of retribution. It may come in 1 day, 1 month, 1 week, 1 year, but it will come. It may catch you in the heaven or hell. So, when you are doing something, see that it is your conscience and not harmful to anyone. After coming here to Goa, which Mr. Godrej has given you details, I will give you some 2 live examples. We had a seminar on, I am in an NGO called Western Ghats Kokum Foundation. Kokum is a fruit. It is good for health, your anti-obesity, anti-cholesterol, and you can see me 61 kg for the last 40 years. Because I take Kokum twice a day, 730 times a year. And that annual conference, the idea came that campus of Goa University is 300 acres and somebody has taken away the plants. So all the students have to sun direct. I said, we have to cover this. He said, I have given 300 acres. This Vice Chancellor gave us this suggestion. If somebody is ready, I am ready to give the campus for them. I said, I told our State Bank member was sitting, you say yes, something, and we can. And then he said, yes, State Bank will support it. Then I told Mrs. Ranjana Kumar, the chairman of NABARD, she said she will support it. And from next day morning, we signed an MOU for 10 years. We have taken that, and money came from State Bank. We received 10 lakhs over a period of 5 years. Seza Goa gave 12 lakhs in a period of 4 years. And a company called Multi Commodity Exchange, where I am a director, gave 5 lakhs. And within 8 days, function, and already if you want to see, you go there, 700 plants are growing. And God helps those who help themselves. Because there was no water, and we are searching for water. When the month of January came, we are there was no water, because we are worried that our plants will die. We started boring well, because there was no water from the university, no water from Goa government. See how God gives you 9,000 liters per hour. Borewell, first borewell we dug. See, that is, God will always help you if your intention is good and you are good. Never be selfish. Selfish people, as our top people do in Goa, what is the percentage for me? If you ask this percentage, then nothing will happen. So my last thing to you is in Sanskrit, which I don't know, but I will tell you, which I followed in my life for years. Karmanyavade karste ma phaleshu kadachana. Do your work, do your duty. Don't bother about the fruits. Thank you.
To make all events a success, there's a contribution of not just a few people, but many people. And many of us have come together to make this event a success, have contributed to this event. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Jamshed Godrej, who has taken time out of his vacation, out of his busy schedule, to be here with us, to share his experiences with us. Sir, your insights on water conservation, how to increase productivity of farmers, marine life preservation, preservation of natural resources, has helped us to open our minds to areas which we as future managers should be sensitive to and should be aware of. Thank you, sir. I also would like to thank Mr. Kakodkar for his continuous support to our institute and to Raibandar Talks. So your insights on how to treat your employees as your own children, how to support them positively, has helped us to understand the importance of being sensitive to people. I thank our director, Mr. Dilima, who has been a continuous support to us. His enthusiasm and all the activities that we undertake and all the new endeavors that we plan for has helped us and encouraged us to make these events successful. Faculty is the light that guides us through our tough times. And Mrs. Sarita D'Souza has been just such a guide to us. I thank you, ma'am, for being with us and guiding us through all that we have done so far. I would also like to thank all the other faculty members. It's only your guidance and support that motivates us to take such initiatives and also to make it a great success. I would like to thank the administrative staff. They are a great support to us. They provide us back-end support. They help us in rescheduling the classes arrange many other facilities that we require to hold such events. I would like to thank Ms. Shambhavi, Ms. Jennifer, Ms. Celine for their support to us. I would also like to thank the IT staff, Mr. Mukesh, Hilario, Mr. Yeshwant, for all the IT support that they've given us, for the cameras being arranged here, for the laptops being arranged here. Without them, the presentations and all other tech support which they provided here wouldn't be possible. Finally, I thank you all, dear friends, for whose sake this whole concept of Ribbon Talks has evolved. Without your active participation and cooperation, none of this is possible. Thank you very much.